So for those of you guys that have been around my channel for a while, you know how much I prio handling on my builds. For me, that's a very important stat and something I try to maximize as much as possible. Today we're gonna hop into a fun MP7 build. It's a little off meta, but it works so good, and it's for a very specific playstyle. So you guys are definitely gonna wanna stick around, check this out. The loadout is gonna be in the description if you guys just wanna take the code and hop into a match. I'd love to see what you guys think about the MP7. Share your thoughts and opinions down in the comments below. The last video I did was really great because a lot of you guys shared your opinions and how you do things. And the point of my videos is I make them for all skill levels. So whether you're beginner or like really good at FPS games, it's just great because the comments section acts as like a community kind of forum post almost, and people can get a lot of really useful information out of that. So be sure to drop a comment below, give some people some tips or tricks and feedback on this build. And without wasting any more time, let's just hop into the MP7 now. So this thing was designed to be effective in the long range for SMGs, which in this game, you know, the SMG 45 is an outlier. That thing has insane, I think it's like 29 meters. It's essentially an assault rifle. Most SMGs in this game, I'd say anything above 22 meters for a sub, it's considered, it can be viable in long range for that. And long range for a submachine gun is different than an AR, right? AR long range is like 38 meters plus. Submachine gun long range, I'd say, is like 25, 22 meters plus. And it's still viable close range because it's SMG. You really need to make sure if you're playing, you know, these operators in support, they just are meant for aggressive play. They have smokes, they have ults that allow you to get entries and all of these things. So you really are needing to use a gun that's viable as well. All right, so let's go ahead and build the MP7 now. We want to take a look here. The stats are looking nice. Really, with this gun, you don't get penalized for aim, and essentially what you want to tell yourself, don't hit the legs. That's like the one place you don't want to aim with this MP7. Anywhere else you're good, whether it's the forearm or your thorax. And so let's go ahead and start walking through the build. So for me, I like the enhanced long because you get some range buff. As you look at the Stinger, you get one more range and a bit more control. But the -10 to handling for me is just, it's not worth. Next, we're gonna hop down to mag because the 30 mag on a gun that shoots 950 RPM, it's, you know, you can make it work, but for me, I need a 40 minimum on the MP7. Some people love the 60, but for this build, we're going with the 40, okay? You're gonna be able to get 2 kills a mag very comfortably with this. And if you feel like you need more, of course, you could switch it out. Next up, the balance grip is very good because as you can see, you get +2, +2, +1, +4. So it's a net positive on everything. Stable rear is actually a nasty grip, and one thing I want to let you guys know, this stable rear does the exact same performance buff as the Spec Ops tac stock. Those of you guys that know, this stock right here, this is an S tier attachment in Delta Force. Very, very good stock. Next up with the optic, so this is kind of like personal preference thing. If you guys like running your risers, you know, you can run a riser on there. If you guys, whatever red dot you want to do, go for it. For me, I like the panoramic on this. It's just a really clean optic, beautiful rail system. We have very minimal obstruction on the MP7, as you can see here. So whenever I'm using a gun where the flip sight isn't in the way or the foresight isn't in the way, I love using the pano because it's just such a satisfying, clean optic. Now, next up, we all know the SMG's Echo. So if you guys want to get more range out of this build, you can, but me personally, I just prefer the Bastion. Some people, you may even like the Titanium Contest or the Spiral Flash. If you do feel like you need more range and you don't want to take quite a hit as the Echo, the Whisper's available too, so you could get a +2 right there. But for grip, we're gonna need some buff to our accuracy for the close range hip fire. And we have plenty of options, you know, there's like the competition, there's the tac grip right here, but I also, like I said earlier, it's like this gun isn't really a 50-50 build, it's like a 60-40 or 70-30. This angled combat's great because it really helps recoil when you're aiming down sight. It feels good, and it also feels good close range in the hip fire. So next up, I just wanted to get a bit more performance, so we're gonna use the Python on the rails, and I think this is where I threw the optic on the right, or the laser. I like to color match my lasers to the reticle, so if I'm using green, I use green laser, red, I use red. This is really the build here. So for calibration, do weight limit on the barrel to get some firing stability, but I didn't do muzzle velocity, not take the ADS nerf. And this is personal preference, but I feel like you don't need the bullet velocity on this. Of course, the bullet velocity is low, but it's SMG and we're not really using this thing at 40+ meters where leading your shot actually matters. And closer range, you know, it's nice to have your gun as close to hit scan as possible, but Honestly, for this it feels totally fine, and I'd rather have a little bit better ADS time. The other thing why I didn't use length right here is because I would rather calibrate my foregrip here to get extra control, which hurts ADS speed. So instead of taking a -8 ADS by doing both, we're just gonna do 1. Then I like to do thickness at around 10 or 10.4. Next up, rear grip. We're gonna max out control and get hip fire aim speed. Next up, we're just maxing out both of these. And then optic calibration is up to you guys. I leave mine optics usually default, or I like going up to 0.1. So it feels really good when you're aiming down sights. And again, like I said earlier, that was like the point of this build, was kind of to focus ADS. And when you need to, you can still switch to like hip fire. So you can get the close range hip fire sprays, you can get the kicks off the head glitch at range. It feels really good. It's a fun gun to use, guys. The rate of fire just feels really satisfying for some reason. And overall, it's a really fun build. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. I'd love to see your guys' thoughts and opinions if you try it out, or go ahead and share your favorite MP7 build with me. Let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a great day.